We always get through. What up, people? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, we always get through. We don't do nothing else. We get through. We welcome everybody to Billionaire Radio, LLNEAR. I'm your host, Big Arm, the lad with the pad. Over here we got
Lateef Billion.
There you go. What they call you?
The infamous one.
I don't even know what to say, man. All right, infamous one. Well, the inappropriate infamous one.
Yeah, that too.
The inappropriate infamous one, man. Hey, listen, man.
The appropriate one.
Listen, if y'all new to the channel, please like, comment,
share, subscribe, and hit that bell.
Yeah, hit that bell, baby. On Billionaire Radio on YouTube. Do us that favor. Do us that solid. Because this that show that make you mad.
Make you laugh.
Make you cry.
Make you ponder.
You be like, yo, what these guys going to say next? But we going to say something like we always do.
Yeah, man.
Right. Today is season 2, episode 72, baby. And, you know, we're the infamous Troll Brothers. We're going to take y'all on an infamous plane ride. You know, because that plane going to be a little rocky, a little bit of turbulence, but it's definitely going to be a smooth landing. And we live on Glockwood Radio, so tune in. Yeah. Yeah, that part. Yeah, that part. Yeah.
You already know how this show about to be, bro.
Yeah. Today's show is sponsored by Outfit For You, a family of brands by Michael Keenan. If you want your brands to be successful, make money, my guy Michael, he's the guy. Why do I say that? Because a lot of you guys were in these fashion brands that his company helped build. Some of those brands are WESC, Hurley, Steve Madden, Joseph Abboud, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, and Sean John. If you guys are watching TV, understand every night he wardrobe style 17 of those shows. His company wardrobe style 17 shows. I got more than that. But anyway, some of those shows you guys are watching. NCIS, Chicago, Law and Order, Blue Bloods, Magnum PI, SWAT, This Is Us, and all those FBI shows. Now, at night, when you watch the TV, you're not going to see his stuff. He got a network of executives. They make things happen from retail, entertainment, fashion, sports, you name it. Hit him up directly, Michael at anoutfitforyou.com, or go to the website at outfitforyou.com. And, you know, just say, well, we said get well, Mike, and he's doing better. So he's doing better. You know, anyway, season 2, episode 72. I'm gonna start off very controversial.
Let's do it.
You know, different kind of controversial though. But we got something for y'all lined up though. It's gonna be crazy. But I was talking to some white people, right? And they was talking about how they feel like the inner city schools, you know, there's more white people and teachers that are teaching the black culture and the non-colored culture.
Right.
And they call it the white savior complex. It's like a white savior complex.
The who?
The white savior complex.
Saving what?
Yeah, you know what I mean? I wasn't sure
what are they saving? Because
I wasn't sure how to take that.
I'm just confused at what do they think they saving? Because I don't get that part.
I'm just saying, I gotta just bring it up. It was a conversation, you know.
I don't get that.
So you know, we need to ask the question: is it a problem with the white teachers raising our black youth? You know what I mean? Should your actual culture be raised by your culture?
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
So do you think that has something to do with the disconnect? Because there's definitely a disconnect where some people feel like because their environment, they're dealing with, you know, PTSD, but they're not dealing with PTSD. That's just their lifestyle that they live.
I don't want to take anything away from the white teachers because I'm pretty sure that they're good at what they do, but they don't understand the culture and they don't understand what these children are dealing with on a daily basis. Because when them children are looking at that teacher and listening to that teacher, subconsciously, she don't realize that they still see her privilege. You understand? And she's teaching Black history, but she's teaching it in her vision, in her eyes.
That's if she teaches Black history. That's another. You
know what I mean?
That's if they even teach Black history.
I mean, I could see them doing math or something like that, but anything having to do with the culture, I think Black teachers should be teaching Black children their own culture.
So for those that don't know what the white savior complex is, this is actually a real thing. You know what I mean? That don't know. This is actually a thing called the white savior complex.
Okay.
And it's actually white people that actually feel this way sometimes. They feel like they can help the non-colored culture.
How?
You know, and they feel like because they're in a different position that they can actually help. It's like they can save, you know, whatever situation it is. You're like, well, be more specific. It's a sarcastic and a critical description of a white person who was depicted as liberating, rescuing, or uplifting non-white people. Yeah, and it's critical in the sense that it describes a pattern in which third world peoples are denied agency and are seen as passive recipients of white benevolence.
The definition don't even make sense.
Yeah, it's a little deep, but this been going on for a long time. It's going on since 1899. That's how long it started. So I want everybody to know that this is a very interesting question. And I said I was going to talk about it on the show because I like controversy.
Right.
And so for my opinion, I think white should teach Black. And I think Black should definitely teach Black. I think if you're in a position of privilege and you have better resources, I think those resources should be definitely accessible to the that don't have those resources. So I feel like there's nothing wrong with teaching in a balance.
Yeah, but how many Black teachers are teaching white children? How many all-white classrooms do you go to with all-white children and you see a Black woman teaching them?
That's because there's not enough Black teachers in the programs.
There's plenty of Black teachers. There's plenty of Black teachers.
No, there are a lot.
They give the privilege to the white teachers.
So you're saying the Black teacher's not getting hired?
They're not getting hired.
So do you think that they're qualified not getting hired? You think
they super qualified? They're 10 times more qualified than the white teacher, but the white teacher gets the privilege.
So you feel like the Black should be so what if the Black teacher, right, is teaching the Black students, right? But has a limited amount of resources. So here's my example, right? You guys watch sports. You guys watch a lot of these, a lot of these sports teams and things. And a lot of these sports teams came through programs that had good funding.
Right.
Like some of the Catholic schools, for example. They just have different programs, different funding, different resources.
For different kids. But go ahead.
And then you have different kids who don't have those resources, who don't get those opportunities because the program and the school that they went to.
Yeah, but they're not the different kids. The kids that's not getting the funding or the privilege aren't those kids. The kids that's getting all that is those kids. That's them privileged kids. I talk to students from Temple who go to Temple and say Temple is a very highly racist institution. That's
nothing new. That's nothing new.
I didn't know that.
How you ain't know that?
That blew my mind. It blew my mind.
Unless you go to an HBCU, then yeah, it's going to deal with that. Like the Ivy League school and things like that, there's a reason. But my whole point is that elementary, I don't want to go to college, I want to go take Dell Elementary.
Right.
So these youth out here in the streets, and it's saying, should they be raised, should they be actually being taught, is it a problem, is it a disconnect by the white teacher that's teaching the Black? That's what we want.
I just think Black teachers should be teaching Black children.
And I think
that's
should be a
just
balance,
my opinion. If a white teacher want to teach your child math, algebra, science, or anything like that, but when it starts getting into the culture and the history, a Black woman should be teaching Black children, or a Black man should be teaching Black children, because the white teacher is not going to give them the real. It ain't going to tell them the real about their culture. They're going to say what's dictated in the books and what's been rearranged and changed. They're going to give them the false documents.
Yeah, but so here's the other issue, though.
Okay.
We got the quota system going on, where you have to hire a certain amount of Black people. So whether you qualify or not, sometimes you're putting this person in the position because of their color.
Yeah, but why do you have to hire a certain amount of black people? You answering your own question.
Forget why.
Yeah.
You're putting people who may not be qualified as much on that level to teach.
No, they're all qualified.
Everybody's not qualified.
Dog, it's a big, huge box of black teachers that's super qualified for positions that they got a lesser teacher in, but the lesser teacher is white and has a privilege, and they're given the position. This didn't never stop. This is always going on, and it's still going on. I just told you, I listen, it blew my mind when my students told me how racist Temple is, where they got a whole dorm and you sending your kid to school and your kid is doing all this research and putting all this time in, and they top notch, but they're not allowed to go to this certain institution part of the building of Temple because of the color of their skin. Where's the fairness in that?
Well, hold on. They can go, but it's just they're treated differently. Is what you kind of.
No, they can't.
They can't
Because they pick the white students over them.
Well, no.
You understand?
No, but what I'm saying is you got to be going to the school to actually understand how that actually works.
I'm listening. I'm hearing it from their mouth. I'm hearing it from the students' mouth.
I know, but you don't go to the actual. See, you don't go there, so you can't actually understand.
All right, listen.
Because hold on. You don't go there. You don't go there.
I know, but listen.
I know. I listen to you. I said.
But listen, just hear this out.
I'm hearing, but I'm not.
You're not allowing me to talk
because that ain't my point. My point is about teaching. Because I don't want to get off the point.
It is your point.
No, it's not. It's really not.
I'm telling you what teachers are doing.
No,
teachers have to take these children and put them on a list. Some white teachers don't even want to teach black children.
Okay.
So there never was this savior complex. It's something they made up. Did you even listen to the definition that you read?
Listen.
It didn't make sense to you, and it didn't make sense to me.
No, it made sense to me because that's what they call it.
All right. This is too deep, bro.
I know
you got more to go on. So
I got a whole.
Let's slide.
I told you I was going to do it, but you can't tell me when to slide. I'm gonna stay on it longer just because you're telling me to get off of it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna dive deep in this. We're gonna talk more about is it causing more of the disconnect? Is it causing more of the violence? Is it like what is it causing? What's the disconnect of the white teacher teaching the black child? I'm gonna go ahead now
because it's a bunch of lies. Them teachers is setting our children up. That's what they doing.
All right.
They setting our children up for failure because our children are still hurt and a lot of pain because they are being disregarded because of the color of their skin.
All right, can I stop you for a minute?
That's never going to change.
Can I stop you for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Because I don't like your whole topic or how your whole concept is, and we ain't going to agree.
I'm inappropriate. We already know that.
That wasn't nothing inappropriate. It just didn't make sense what you were saying.
It made a lot of sense.
But it's fine,
anybody
though.
that's listening.
It makes fine. But here you go. You know what? Here's go. I want to switch it up. We want to switch it up. All right, so listen. Kanye West, right? Good old, I love Kanye West. He cracks me up. Right. So now he's saying that porn destroyed his marriage. He's saying that, he coming out now. He said porn destroyed his marriage. He said everything fell because of porn. And I was just trying to listen. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, how does porn destroy your marriage? Wouldn't that help your marriage? You know what I'm saying? Wouldn't it put you more in the mood? Wouldn't it put you? I don't understand. I was reading, trying to figure out. I said, okay, Kanye, what actually happened in the marriage that you said this destroyed my marriage? I'm looking like, well, what kind of porn is he watching?
I mean, porn can destroy your marriage or your relationship. It can.
All right. I don't. For me, I think porn helps. I recommend watch porn, right?
Right.
Watch porn, get you riled up, right?
Right.
And then climb on your significant other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, y'all could watch it together and all that good stuff, but porn can destroy your marriage.
So tell me, how can porn destroy your marriage? I don't understand.
The number one thing, you sharing porn with your woman, and then she watching this other man pull out a Mossberg, and you got a 38.
I don't think that's what he was talking about.
She gonna be like, dang, they got them out there? Oh my goodness, I can get one of those.
So how does that mess up Kanye's marriage? He said porn destroyed his marriage. So he's saying that he said he has a porn addiction. Let me be clear. He has a porn addiction. He says porn destroyed his marriage.
Well, that's an individual thing. That's a Kanye thing.
So how do you think porn destroyed the marriage? I was scratching my head trying to figure this out.
Well, maybe he got addicted to the porn. Maybe it's something that he watched a lot.
Okay, let's say he watched it a lot.
Let's say he watched it a lot.
So what part about that messes up your marriage part, though?
Because you're more in tune to that now, and then not into your partner.
But that should make you want to climb on your partner.
No, because it's a different type of nut. You dig what I'm saying? She making you bust, and the porn making you bust.
That's not what he said.
It gets to a point where you don't even want your woman anymore.
That's not what he said.
You done bust 4 or 5 times before she got home.
He said,
now you gonna take care of her?
He said that's not what the issue. He didn't say nothing about masturbation and busting nuts.
All right, well, what did he say?
That's what I'm trying to say. He just said watching porn, having a porn addiction, destroyed the marriage.
You just said addiction. You just said it.
So
having a porn addiction, he was addicted. He's not going to say a lot of things he was doing while watching this porn. He probably don't want to share that with people. But I'm pretty sure a lot of strange stuff went on. It got to the point where it just got too crazy. Because when you get addicted to porn like that, next thing you know, you start going to the animated part, the cartoon part, because the physical part it done lost you.
But see how you make up stuff,
and then you start going to animals.
Okay, see now you start.
Then you start going to Legos.
Everybody doesn't.
You start watching Lego sex.
See, that doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. What the addiction does to you.
No, his addiction. See,
it's stages to addiction.
Okay,
you have to understand.
But it's also different genres of porn. So you're assuming he likes Legos. You're assuming he likes anime. That ain't what he said. It could be other type of stuff, or it could be but he's trying to say now, out of all this thing, that Kim Kardashian,
right?
You know, I'm not gonna say she's a freak or not, but I'm pretty sure they've been pretty active. They got a whole bunch of kids.
What do you mean Kim ain't a? Did you just say that?
I said I'm not gonna say it.
I'm gonna say it. She's a freak.
How can we prove that?
What?
How can we prove that?
One wish, one wish.
That was the corniest. That was the corniest sex tape.
One wish, one wish.
So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me watching that sex tape made you want to climb? She was like
I didn't even watch the tape. I just heard it.
You ain't missed nothing. It was corny.
Oh, okay.
She had no hip movement. She was corny. It looked like she didn't even know what she was doing.
Well, the women was talking more about Ray J than her in that tape.
It was just because it was.
I wasn't, too hyped to go see what they thought was really hyped. It
was Ray J at the time. He was hot. His sister was hot, and then he had this.
Sister's still hot.
And then he had the white girl. You never seen a black guy and a white girl sex tape, celebrity porn. That's kind of what it made it happen. And it was O.J. Simpson's attorney's daughter, so that was the hype of it all. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it wasn't nothing. It wasn't. I told you, Tommy Lee back in the day and Pam Anderson, they had a better sex tape.
Yeah, but he's addiction. He has an addiction. And listen, if he watching it every day, all day, to that point where is damaging his marriage, I'm telling you, bro, he ain't continuously watching the same thing. He got bored with that and moved on to another different porn. And then he got bored with that and moved on to another different type of porn.
I think he just coming up with excuses.
Because just like a relationship, the same old routine, people get tired of that.
I think he just making this up. I think he keep coming up with stuff to have it. That's what because they say allegedly he be on his meds, and if he's not on his meds, he had these rants.
Man, look.
So allegedly he wasn't on his meds or something, and because I fell out laughing. I was laughing when he says, "Listen, porn destroyed my marriage. My porn addiction has destroyed the marriage."
And he probably get that HD. He probably get the newest porn. He probably get that. Stuff that he likes. But hey, you
go to sex therapy, they encourage the porn. That's why I said I don't get it. They take porn to get y'all all.
Yeah, but you go to sex therapy and end up having sex with your therapist. So how is that helping?
If sex therapy is a couple therapy thing, man. Your brain is crazy, man. Sex therapy is you and your significant other. And the actual therapist giving y'all advice on how to keep it going.
Guess what? It's over. Then the relationship is over.
Why you say that?
If you need somebody to animate, how could I say, when someone's telling a story, narrate y'all situation, then it's over. It's over. If you need a third party, it's over.
That's not true, because sometimes people actually can have like writer's block. You can be very talented, but you just can't. have any more creative ideas. You know what I mean? She might say, listen, I want you to hang from the ceiling today. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to swing for the chandelier. Like, I don't know. Like, everybody have.
You know what? I don't know how people even reach that point.
But that goes back to what I was saying about before about sexual compatibility. That's different level of sexual compatibility.
I'm talking about the addiction, and then you talked about creativity. If you sitting there thinking about, oh, I just want to pour honey all over your body and lock you in a closet full of bees, that's too freaky, man.
That's not. Whoa, that's not too freaky. That's not too freaky.
So you just going to just keep coming up with freaky stuff every day.
Hold on, we can go back to the old school. Remember the album cover, Ohio Players? Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that? What was he doing? Pouring honey on. Remember that, Hardy? You should have said. So you can't. So we can't. I know everybody gonna be looking at Ohio Players album now.
So after you don't pour honey and you don't board out the fruit and you don't board out the grits
and the whipped cream
oatmeal and every food group you could find, then you start letting the cats in the room, dogs and your pets,
there you
and
go.
all that. Let the dog watch and all that stuff. It got to go up.
Where does the animal come in?
It got to go up. It don't just stay.
Where does the animal come in?
I don't understand how it should just be a routine. It should just. That's why men should have multiple women and be allowed to have multiple women, because you'll never get bored. And you'll never get tired of them, and you won't have to worry about finding other freaky boundaries to step to, because your mind. You're doing that because you're stuck in a space.
But then you gotta please all those women and deal with those crazy mindsets and attitudes and estrogen levels and PMS. You gotta deal with all that too. So all that come with it, all that. So you talking about, so you know how you have the one attitude, like, man, this girl working my nerves.
Right.
Then you're going to say, she's working my nerves. You going to hide in the closet because all three girls are working your nerves?
You damned if you do and you damned if you don't.
Definitely, man. It's a little crazy.
But when you in a one relationship type situation, you're in a box. And you're in that box with that person. And you have to create a world. And like you said, you got to find creativity. You got to do different things to keep her mind stimulated, keep the relationship going. That's a lot of work, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. If you naturally have a gift of being creative, it's not a lot of work.
Yeah, man, you could be creative, but it's a lot of other things you need to focus on than just trying to find ways to keep your woman happy.
Like what? What's more important than keeping the woman happy?
You was more important than keeping her happy.
Listen, you keep her happy, you happy.
But what about the other things? What about your goals? What about the focus? What about...
How does that get in the way of your goals and your focus?
Because you focusing too much on her. She's
a distraction. Are we talking about sex?
Yes!
So keep her happy on sex, take away your goals? Are you telling me keep her happy sexually, takes away from your goals?
Man, if I got to spend 5 hours thinking about keeping her happy sexually, yeah, that's a distraction.
Then you need to read some books.
I don't need to read no books, bro. Nah, man.
Sometimes you need to read some books. All right, so speaking of different marriages, right? We're gonna slide a little bit. So you see, my man Tom Brady having a problem right now, right?
Because he said he retired and he didn't.
And Giselle, the famous
model,
celebrity
from Brazil,
Victoria model. You know what I mean? She said she's tired of watching the kids. So she went to Paris. She went to Paris and left him instead of working.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what's up. I applaud her for that.
Why do you applaud her for that?
Because he retired, and she was like, damn, he retired. Now I could do my thing. His selfish behind unretired himself. For what reason? I have no idea, because he want to make sure his records don't get touched. That's the only reason he playing right now, so his records can continue to do this.
Nobody can touch his records. He owns the postseason records. He owns a lot of records.
Somebody gonna get to him. But back to his wife. She went to Paris. Brady, hey, you put that on yourself. I hope somebody out there piping her brains out in Paris too, because she fine. She's sexier than
Well, you know, she's too popular, so everybody gonna know. They got the cameras on everywhere she
I
go.
don't care. She got to sneak in the bathroom, in the basement, under a tire, I hope somebody out there piping her crazy.
Why you want somebody to post somebody else's woman?
Because he corny.
So because Tom Brady's corny to you, you want somebody to pipe his woman.
Come on, man.
You'll feel better for that?
He's selfish. He's a very selfish dude.
So it's selfish to retire and unretire.
Yes, it is. It's selfish to your family. Bro, he 45.
So what?
He been playing for over 25 years.
So this
There's
is
nothing else really that he needs to do in the National Football League but take that job on the broadcast.
See,
That's it.
I want women to understand this, right? Women to understand this. When your man is going through these issues where they can't retire or stop playing or being active in these sports and working, support them, because sometimes it's hard for that person to just sit around.
No, he don't want to go home, and that's a problem. He got a beautiful wife.
He's home all the time.
He got beautiful children. No, he's not. He's not.
Listen.
No, he's not.
He said when he retired, right?
Yo, his son was in the stands, and he was saying hello to his father like he ain't seen his father in 3 years. And his dad was like, I'll see you later. Because Tom is over here, and his family is over here. When it's football, all time in football is in one place. Tom's family is in another place. Tom don't go home because he too focused on winning.
So if you pay attention, his family come to all his games, and they sit in the box, and they're together.
Because that's the only way they get to see him.
After every game.
Because that's the only way they get to see him.
And then when he's done playing, and each player, when they get off after the game, they go spend time with their families, and then they report to camp. Report to practice 2 days later. So he sees his family.
Who told you this?
That's how football works. You think people? You think football?
Dude, man.
You think football is every day with no days off?
Yes,
that's not true.
If you want to win like that, them dudes, they get in the dungeon, man. Belichick don't go home, bro. They sleep at that. They sleep.
He don't play,
and they wake up and they watch tape and they watch film and they don't take a break.
That's not
until
true.
The season is over.
Nah, that's not true. When you have a game that's physical, you banged up and you sore.
When Tom was in Tampa, he was partying in Miami every night.
Where do you get this stuff from?
Every night.
You don't even. I guess you know Tom too, right?
Yeah, I know Tom.
Well, hit him up. Call him up then.
Don't make me
Look, go ahead and call him up, man.
I ain't gonna hit him.
Go call him up.
I ain't gonna hit him on the show.
Well, today I got something to help out all the ugly people.
Why did he do that?
All the ugly people.
And he called me the inappropriate one. Wow.
It's ugly and inappropriate?
Yes.
There's a lot of people who feel like they're ugly and unattractive. A lot of men, right? And
a lot of women.
And I'm here to tell you, listen, you can still pull girls. You know what I mean? You can still pull girls if you're ugly. You know what I mean?
I've seen a lot of ugly dudes get women that I wish I could have.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That ain't a problem.
Right. It's like, so how to get women even though you're unattractive? Let's use that word. That better than ugly, unattractive.
Some of them dudes that's ugly don't think they ugly. They really be having swag and confidence.
And you know what?
More confidence in boys that look better than them.
That's on the list. There you go. That's good. We're going to hit 8 things for the brothers that's unattractive and they feel like, listen, I don't have the looks.
I want y'all to know I didn't come up with this segment. I'm just doing my job. But all right, let's roll. You wrong, bro.
I'm wrong?
You did wrong, man.
All right, so listen, I don't call names out.
Right.
But people ask me for a lot of advice. I swear.
Okay.
And it was an ugly person that was talking about, how he didn't feel like he could pull certain chicks.
Right.
X and Y.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? I got you. Watch the show. I'm going to tell you how to pull chicks.
Okay.
Because I think you ain't the only person to feel like you're ugly.
Okay.
Some people just know they're ugly. But I mean, but I don't think, they say beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. I don't know, whatever that trash is. But all right, but here's the thing. So the first thing to do, if you feel like you're unattractive, you want to pull females, improve your self-esteem. That's very important. Improve your self-esteem.
Yep.
I mean, you can't please everyone.
Nope.
But, hey, understand everybody's different. But just improve your self-esteem. That's very important.
Yep.
And also,
it's good looking people with low self-esteem. So,
but also go to different places. Don't go to the same place. If you go to certain places and you're rejected, guess what? That ain't the place for you to go to. Try different circles. Go different places. Go ahead. I know you got something to comment on.
No, you're good. Go ahead. Keep it moving.
Oh, you cool with that one? Oh, so 1 for 1?
1 for 1.
And definitely stop comparing yourself to others. You know what I mean? That'll help your self-esteem too. Because what works for this person works for that. One person look this way. Like this, don't compare yourself. Be in your own lane. That's real important. All right?
You shouldn't compare yourself to anyone anyway. That's a distraction too. Trying to compare yourself, that's you're getting in the way. Just focus on you. So yeah, go ahead.
Definitely. All right. Also, you gotta be deliberate with your choices, okay? Like I said, don't go after women who you know they look for men that are attractive. You know what I mean? Stay in your lane. If you know that women,
But how you gonna know that? How you gonna know that?
oh, they gonna tell you.
How you gonna know?
They gonna tell you.
Nah, man, shoot your shot, bro. Go for the best. Top shelf,
Right.
elite,
And when you shoot your shot and you find out
and the next one is gonna say yes.
that you know,
1, 2, 3, 4 might say no, but 5, 6, 7, 8, you trust me, you gonna get a yes.
this for the ugly
Just
guy,
keep
right?
shooting. Yeah, it's for the ugly dude.
Ugly guy. Okay.
Keep shooting your shot,
so
bro.
Just keep shooting the shoot. What happened to bullet run up? You give out the bullets, then what? You still
What? What? What does it say?
He said keep shooting. What the bullets get empty?
No, man.
It keeps shooting to the bullet,
Nah,
to the chamber run empty.
Them bullets unlimited. Full chamber, bro.
And this is very important, man. Prioritize your personal grooming. A lot of people feel like because they're unattractive, it doesn't matter how they look because they aren't attractive. Yo, get your hair cut. You see what I'm saying? Your haircut, keep it tight. Fresh deodorant, smell like you came out the shower. Put these smell goods on.
That go for good-looking people, too.
Put the cologne on.
That go for the good-looking people, too.
Believe it or not, when you're good looking, you ain't got to do much.
Man, come on, stop. You can't be good-looking with stinky breath. You can't be good-looking and you just dirty.
So, all right,
and you don't wash and you don't change your clothes.
Let me help you out. Let me help you out real quick. The people who consider themselves good-looking, they're good-looking because they do those things already.
That's not necessary.
Yeah, it is. They keep themselves groomed.
That's not true.
They keep themselves groomed.
That is so not accurate at all. But all right.
So what you're saying is people who are not
people who keep themselves groomed.
No, I ain't talking. That wasn't my question.
All right, but what are you saying?
People who consider themselves good looking, you said they don't be washing and they don't brush their teeth and they don't keep their hair cut.
Not all of them.
Okay.
You can't just say ugly people just do that.
Well, ugly people.
The ugly people have to. Everybody has to do that.
Remember, the segment is not about the ones who find themselves attractive. The segment is about those who consider themselves unattractive or ugly. So we're telling them.
But there are some good-looking people who think they're ugly.
Listen, the people who feel like they're ugly,
right,
and feel like they're unattractive,
right,
that's who we're talking to.
That's who I'm talking to.
No, you said there are people who. You said it's not just for them. That's the segment is for them.
That's who I'm talking to.
Right. Not the people you're talking about.
No, that's the people I'm talking about. The ones you're saying I'm not talking about.
Which people are those?
The people I'm talking about.
Who are those? What's their name? What's their name? All right, so look. All right, listen. And next, number 4, because I don't know, you had me lost on this one, man.
Yeah, you too. You had me lost there too.
Shave.
Who's on first?
Remember that one? I know that by heart. You want to do it? Who's on first?
I don't know who's on first.
I don't know who's on second.
What's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
I don't know either. All right, so have something to offer also, okay? So unattractive, have something to offer. That's very important.
Right.
You know, and I don't mean just money.
Right.
Because people feel like, because they're going, well, money always works, but.
Oh, yeah.
But that's not real. That's not real.
I seen them boys, man.
That's not real.
They get that bread. They get them, man. They be getting them.
Yeah, but the problem with those, they lose them when the bread's not there.
Hey,
because it was only there for the bread.
That's life. That's life. At least you got the memories, bro.
Hey, that's a whole nother segment, but I ain't going to touch. But you got people that got money. They swear they pulling checks, but they paying them. But I ain't going to get into that segment right there. That's another segment. I'm going to run that one back.
Man, we all paying them, bro.
I'm going to run that one back.
We all paying them.
But bring something to the table. Have something to offer.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know, you may be having the ability to listen.
Yeah.
You know, you may have something, you know, anything. Show how you have a good time when y'all hanging out. Just bring something to the table.
Yeah, you got chicken. You definitely going to eat.
You know, yeah. And also keep in mind that women are turned on by men who are competent and confident. So that's very important. You know what I mean? So bring that to the table. Bring the confident. Bring all that to the table. You know, that's going to help you out. Number 5, which is my favorite one. You got to work out, man. Take care of that body, man. Work out. See, you see this guy? This guy works out. This is why
Don't listen to this dude.
This
man.
guy works out.
You ain't got to work out. There's a lot of dudes don't work out.
My partner in crime over
Get
here,
some fine women.
Lateef Billions, works out. So you got to work out. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep working out, that's going to help you out. Women like to look at men, with a nice physique, nice body, things like that. That's going to help you out. So if you're an ugly person or unattractive person, and your body's tight, guess what? You gonna get a pass.
Oh, you gonna get some yams.
You get a
Definitely
pass.
gonna get some yams.
You know what I mean? Definitely.
And if you fat, you still gonna get some yams. As long as you know how to spit it, you good. You got that spittle, you good.
And then you gotta give them the
Cash, spittle and some cash, you good.
All right, next. Number 6. You gotta give them time. Give them time. You know what I mean? You meet the chick, whatever happens, just give her some time. Eventually,
give her some time to do what?
Well, you give her time.
What?
So what's going to happen is,
for your ugliness to marinate into her mind?
Yeah, it will marinate.
You better move quick.
It will marinate. No, give her time, meaning, you're not the best looking guy. So, at the end of the day, just give her some time, get to know you, give her some time to, see what you offer, bring to the table. Because she's not, you know she can't just, one day she look at you and she's like, boom, on you.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So give her some time. Put your time in. Because you got to do something because she's not attracted to you. The face ain't working right now.
So you just saying that you're going to wear her down.
You got to, that's
wear
a good word to use. Definitely got to wear it down. That's a good word to use. You know what I mean?
Man.
Listen. It's going to have to work.
Okay.
It's going to have to work. Now, it may work backwards and put you in the friend zone, but it's your best chance.
Okay.
It's your best chance. You see what I'm saying? And then that way you get a chance to, find out if somebody actually likes you or not. If you spend time with her and she actually starts liking you, she really, really likes you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So, that's what's going to happen. It also studies show that if you spend time with the person, eventually they start looking better. I'm going to summarize it. They're going to start looking better. If it's been proven that more times, if you spend time with someone, the more attractive they become to you when, and as they become them. So when you spend time with somebody, they start looking attracted to you. That's why I don't hang with ugly people. I couldn't hang with nobody ugly because I was like, I didn't want to get attracted to them. Because you hang around them for long. You hang around with somebody, they start looking attractive to you. You start not paying attention to the face and just start getting into them.
I don't hit some ducklings.
Yeah, you hit a lot of ducks. Duck hunt. Duck hunt. They made that game for you.
I'll hit some ducks.
Yeah. Also, join a social group. This is the way that a lot of ugly guys or unattractive guys are sliding in because they're joining these groups online, these chat groups online with women in them, and then they go into these events as well. So join those social groups. That way you get to hang around these circles, and they start growing on you. A lot of times two ugly people get together. I've seen that happen too.
Right.
Right. Last but not least, just stay positive, man. Stay positive.
Send ratchet pics. If you got a nice ratchet, just send it a pic. It ain't gonna matter if you ugly or not.
Yes. Get the harassment charge.
Just send it to her, bro. Get straight down the pipeline.
Get the job harassment charge.
Let her know she can hold it, kiss it, stroke it.
All right, but here's something crazy, right? While you in the middle of your hold the stroke over there.
While I poke it.
You know what I mean? So, did you hear about what happened? The Bad Beyond CEO committed suicide in New York.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
But a lot of them closed down, though.
They are closing down.
Like over thousands of stores.
Nah, it's about 120.
You sure?
Yeah.
I heard it was worldwide.
120 and 20% of the staff cut back. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a lot of stores. But here's the reason why this guy killed himself. Allegedly, all right? Allegedly. Yeah.
He got heart.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I mean, rest in peace to him and his family. His wife was in the living room when he did it. So unless she threw him out, but I don't want to do that. But I'm just saying, like.
I guess that's mental health, huh?
No, it's not mental health. It's called not wanting to go to jail.
Okay, well, let me hear this.
Because, he got jammed up with, there's something called $1.2 billion pump and dump scandal. Fraud lawsuit that was filed against him last month.
A what?
Pump and dump. It sound like somebody doing that, right? Pump and dump. Sound like somebody.
Yeah, but what was he dumping?
So it was a scandal. 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion. I swear.
1.2 billion scandal.
Right. So you still stuck at that part?
I'm waiting on you.
That's it. It was a scandal. What else did it say?
Come on, man. So hold on. Yo, this guy, he killed himself. 1.2 billion scandal.
The CEO, the CEO of the Bed Bath Beyond. He was being charged. He was being charged. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, listen. Anyway, so he was being charged, man. So he was under investigation of a $2 billion scandal. My point is not to get into the scandal.
Right.
My point is that he actually jumped off the ledge and killed himself.
In the living room?
No, his wife and kid was in the living room. Wife and kid was in the living room.
What ledge he jump off?
In New York City, in his 18-story whatever building.
Probably condo.
Right. That's what he jumped off of, the balcony.
So he just went to the balcony and
right.
They was watching this fool do that.
How do you add parts to the story? Who watched him? Who watched him?
His wife and his kid.
She probably didn't know what he was doing. I went to the balcony 1,000 times.
Oh, so they was just in the living room chilling. They didn't even realize he had jumped.
Probably not. Probably not.
Oh, my goodness. Let you tell the story.
Probably not. You know what I'm saying? Probably
Wow.
not.
He got heart because I can't do that. I'm not jumping 18 stories. You got that.
But they closed up. Like
you guys will come get me. Put the shackles on my ankles and my wrists. I ain't jumping out no. You tripping.
But they closed 150 stores. So, like I was saying, 150 stores. But he had a lawsuit coming up that nobody didn't know about. So, it was about to go down. Anyway. So, it was interesting. Did you see Serena Williams?
I didn't watch.
She actually retired.
She retired, like she said she would.
She lost, I believe, third round, I think it was.
She lost. She beat number 2 and lost to number 44.
Yeah.
And she could have won.
I got to take my hat off to her. She had a good run.
Yeah, because she played the singles, plus she did the doubles.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she was just trying to. She wanted to make sure she touched all aspects of tennis.
I'm just glad she retired. I think she's 41. I think
she's 40. She's 40.
40. I think she had a birthday. She might be 41.
Nah, she's 40.
When her birthday?
It was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks of her birthday? I'm saying, but I'm glad.
Don't get me the line.
I'm finally glad she retired. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I was tired of her. Actually, I was tired of her just not winning, should I say? And it was like sometimes you just want to retire at the top. Like
she the GOAT. What do you mean?
No, what I'm saying is when she lost to Naomi Osaka a few years ago, she never been back in that platform. But see, she's not really losing because she's not that good. It's like Father Time kicks in. You gotta understand, she's playing herself now. Everybody watched her, study her, so she's playing herself. Right. And that's what I'm saying. So she's beating the younger version of herself. Right. But I mean, they're beating her. Yeah. So I'm glad she finally retired because it's like we want to remember you at the top. We don't remember you lost.
Yeah, that's a different youth game right there. Right. Yeah, you're right.
But
it ain't just like dropping back, being protected, and trying to throw a football.
Right. So even though she's the American that lost, in the men's, there was an American that won. Young guy, 24-year-old American. Okay. I guess he lived in Maryland. He's from Africa. He grew up, poor if you hear his story.
Boy from Africa won it?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Well, he's American. I can't pronounce it, but he's
Go ahead, try.
I know Francis is the first name. And I think maybe it's Tiafu. It's the last name.
You took the easy part.
Yeah, I did.
Francis. I could say Francis.
Yeah, but he actually beat Rafael Nadal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He beat that bull.
He beat Rafael Nadal.
Father Time creeping up on him too.
Yeah. Oh, listen, it was a good one. It was a good one, and that was good to see. The reason why his story is so good though, because the young man, he looked up to everybody, of course.
Right.
Now, and he said that his way he learned tennis was his father worked at a tennis facility.
Okay.
He worked there, and then so eventually they had to move into the storage unit, and they lived there pretty much. He slept there and things, and then as he was young, he just started playing tennis.
Oh, that's what's up.
So, but he went from the poor. I think his mom was like a nurse working around the clock, but they didn't really have a lot of money.
But you know what I don't understand about Vince?
What?
Is that I never see her around people of her own culture.
Who?
The tennis player we talking about right now, the GOAT.
No, I just said the guy. I'm talking about the guy that just
I know about the guy. I just went back to her. I never see her around black people.
You got to say that because I'm talking about the black guy who just won
From Africa.
who just beat. He's American though.
Okay.
He's American.
Okay.
He just beat the male GOAT.
Yeah.
Who hasn't lost in like 22 something years. Like
22 years. I don't think that's accurate.
I know. U.S. Open though. U.S. He been winning for a long time.
Yeah. And, Rafi Dell.
Listen, but hold on. Their match though was 3 hours and 30 minutes. That's what I'm saying.
That's a long match.
Right. This kid played Rafi.
He wore him out. That's what he did. He wore him out.
He beat Rafi Nadal, which is crazy.
Yeah, he wore him out.
So that's what I'm getting
3 hours, and he wore him. He just ain't had nothing left in the tank.
The kid is
unless he's using steroids or some type of substance.
He blew him out. He beat him 6-4.
Right.
The score was 4 rounds: 6-4, 4-6, 6-4, 6-3. So Rafi only won 1 out of 4.
All right, but we ain't got time to talk about this. But next time we come back, we're gonna have to talk about why Serena don't be around people of color. And she married a white man, and she's always around. All her friends is white.
Do you really care about that?
Yes, I do.
I don't care about that.
Especially where they came from and all the bigotry and racism they endured.
I care about this young man's story.
Okay.
He's 24 years old. He beat one of the top champions in the world at 24.
That was a great feat.
Yes. He grew up, you know what I'm saying, not wealthy, of course.
Yeah, well, he's about to be wealthy because he's about to get all types of endorsements
That's
for
what I'm
tennis
saying.
And everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Congratulations to that young man.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. So, but, all right, so everybody wants to talk about Tiffany Haddish.
Okay.
And it's a little crazy because Tiffany Haddish got herself in a little situation.
What Tiff done did, because you know she wild anyway, but yeah, what she done do?
You know she wild?
Yeah, Tiff wild.
So, well, she's in a sex abuse scandal right now.
Get the up out of here.
Yeah, man. And you know what? She's of course she got an attorney to defend this whole situation. They try to say that, you know, the mom's trying to, you know, get money off of her pretty much. But you have, so I'm gonna give everybody the backstory because everybody wants to know like what really happened, right? And pretty much, it's a little crazy for me because it's two children,
right?
One is 7, one is 14.
Yes.
You know, so this been going on for a while.
Yeah.
You know, they call it Jane Doe and John Doe, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to get to the real good part.
Okay.
Because they're being accused of having groomed and molested 2 then minor siblings at the time, right? And this is Los Angeles Superior Court, of course. Jane Doe, John Doe, 7 to 14. And they alleged that Haddish, and there was another guy, Spears. It was another comedian, Ari Spears.
Nah, time out, bro.
Yeah, I'll give you time out.
Spears and her?
Yeah, they were doing a skit at their house. I'm gonna get to it, man.
All right, good, bro.
It's a little crazy.
All right.
Because supposedly this has been going on for it's happened years ago, and finally it's made the light. But they've been pushing, the mom been pushing this for a long time.
Right.
That, you know, that this happened. So pretty much where I was before you stopped me. This happened in 2013, 2014. Right? And so they're trying to say that the mom been trying to, assert these bogus claims against Haddish for several years. So this been going on for several years. The mom been pushing. Now the mom, it's crazy. Now the mom's daughter is the attorney for this. So now you got the sibling, who's the older daughter of the two that's accusing this. So it's going to be a little circus for a minute.
Wow,
it's going to be a little circus.
Dang.
And they say, there was different attorneys that was taking the case. So this been going on. So finally, this is where we at. Here we are. I'm gonna tell you what happened. It's a little crazy because like I said, it was molestation and grooming.
This can destroy their career. But go ahead.
They said upon information and belief, Haddish and Spears removed the 7-year-old victim from his sister, placed him upstairs in the bedroom, and stripped the child down to his underwear. According to the suit, the video was entitled "Through a Pedophile's Eyes" and shows Spears lusting over the 7-year-old child and rubbing his back. Haddish played the boy's mother in the video, which has circulated in social media. All right. So, and of course, in her statement now, she's saying, while the sketch was intended to be comedic, it wasn't funny at all, and I deeply regret having agreed to act in it. That's what Haddish is saying now.
The 7-year-old. What happened with the 7-year-old?
So pretty much what they're saying was they alleged that Haddish and Spears had them participate in a sexually suggestive video in separate incidents. All right. So, of course, I'm trying to skip around.
But they can't be that stupid. They just can't. They cannot be that dumb.
So Haddish and Spears, Haddish attorney trying to say that it's a shakedown of bogus for money. I'm like, I don't know. Sounds a little crazy. So, and according to the complaint, Haddish was a longtime family friend of the mother of the siblings who filed the lawsuit. And they call it Jane Doe, right? So what happened was enrolled in a comedy camp in 2013 where Haddish was a guest speaker and then, told the teen girl she had a perfect role for her. And the complaint said, it was like, I got a role for you. And so Spears then told the plaintiff, hey, you know what? She wanted to mimic. All right, everybody hold on to these seats. This one gets a little crazy. So, and just imagine this is your child, right? This is why I look this like this is crazy, right? So, Jane Doe, which is the girl, right? They said they wanted her to mimic what she had seen on the screen, including the noises precisely like what she heard throughout the video. This is what the suit states, right? It says the plaintiff was nervous and disgusted, didn't say anything until Haddish came into the room next to her and sat down. Haddish verbally explained what was expected to the plaintiff, Jane Doe, and then showed plaintiff Jane Doe how to give fellatio, including movements, noises, moaning, and groaning.
7 years old.
She was 14. This boy was 7.
Oh, man.
Physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable, plaintiff Jane Doe mimicked the acts that Haddish and Spears wanted her to do so she could go home. So she was like, I just want to go home. And then here's the thing. Haddish allegedly then paid her $100 and sent her home.
Yeah, she go too far, man.
Yeah.
Even in her movies, she overdoes it sexually.
Yeah.
And you could see her sexual aggression and her content.
Yeah.
Even in the movies that she performs in. So, yeah, this is going to get deep.
So, just to touch on it, man, I think that's terrible. You know what I mean?
That's horrible.
Even though it's the video out, whatever it was, there's no joke.
I like Spears as an artist.
Right.
And,
so,
that's wild. Man.
So I'm just reading what the lawsuit says.
Their careers could be over.
Yeah.
Both of their careers could be
over.
Because
you did this to a child.
7-year-old little boy.
Which is, you got to understand, there's a lot of, you're dealing with the industry in Hollywood. They already said there's a lot of child molestation that goes on.
You're trying to show this little girl how to.
That's why they said grooming. That's why they said it's grooming.
You're telling her to make all the grooming.
That's where the grooming came from.
That's pedophilia.
Grooming but grooming is like preparing you for that.
That's pedophilia. Yeah. I don't care how they put it.
I don't know. That's bad.
Come on, man.
That's bad. So I don't know.
We gotta close out, bro.
I don't think there's a whole lot to talk about.
I mean, we can stay on this for a little bit, but
I can do what I want. How about that?
As long as you paying, I
I
don't
mean,
care.
I can do what I want.
I ain't coming out my pocket.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You like to interrupt the shows all the time. It's a bad habit you got.
Come on, Tom.
Drink your little water bottle. It's too small for you anyway.
Let's rock.
Anyway, I don't even know what time it is, man. Why do you do that, man?
Why you do that, bro? We wouldn't have to worry about this.
Anyway, so I think that's crazy, man. People want my opinion. I think she's wrong. She knows she's wrong. You're dealing with children. Is her career over? I can't say her career's over, but I don't know who's going to hire her after that.
Yeah, they both of their careers is done.
You know.
Unless they come out and found not guilty and, you know, and they find out that this was a scam to get into their pockets, that's they only out. Other than that, their careers is over.
Unless they say the child is lying.
Yeah, they're going to have to prove it, though. They're going to have to prove it in court.
You know. But, yeah, so that's what's at, man. I don't have a lot to say on that, man. I just think that maybe dealing with children, you're dealing with sex and any kind of pornography, I think it's real. It's a touch subject. It's not.
Yeah, that was damaging, man. That blew my mind because I like both of them. And to hear this, gosh, man.
And it's been going on for years. So they've been like wiping this. Somebody had money, probably kept buying this thing off,
it's
buying this
about to
thing
come
off.
out now, man.
And so now she probably got into it with somebody that got mad. They said, you know what, we're gonna let this come out.
Yeah.
So it's only the beginning of it.
Wow.
It's only the beginning. So, real quick, you know, Black Lives Matter. They got somebody, again, all the stuff coming out. $10 million fraud. Can we just shut Black Lives Matter down? Come up with something else? Can we just?
Damn, man.
Can we just shut this whole thing down?
They making us look really bad.
And it's only our organizations.
They making us look
You don't hear about this stuff. No,
really bad.
You know, they say we're siphoning 10 million. He's executive. And of course, you know, it goes on and on. But he had 10 million for his pockets out the deal. And they say he was siphoning money. And it's just it was fraud with what he was doing with, you know, these fake donations and things like that.
It's disgusting, bro. That's highly disgusting. Because, I mean, like the fight we go through every day and the fight we've been fighting all our lives.
I told you, throw it in the
trash.
trash.
Had them, and then the media, you know the media ain't, come on, man.
I told you, throw it in the trash.
You know the media going to bite you in your neck. Come on, man.
Black Lives Matter, throw it in the trash, man.
Man, the media want the whole world to see this. They want the whole world to know that black lives don't matter. But it's all good.
I think it's terrible. It ain't good. I think that's really terrible. How's that all good? Why do we say that? That's all good. Yo, my man did 10 years in jail, but that's all good. Like, why do we say that's all good?
I have no idea, bro.
You just said, yo, that's terrible, but that's all good. Like, how is that all good?
I don't know.
I think it's terrible. Definitely terrible. But yeah, Black Lives Matter. Please throw it in the trash. I would get into it, but we're about to close out. I'm just trying to I wanted to say something, but yeah, you know, he's yeah, this guy, it's you're gonna hear his name a lot. You hear his name a lot. It's $10 million from donors. That's what's crazy. $10 million for donors.
I hope he got some of that left to give back.
He got $2 million.
That's all he got left.
He got a little over $2 million.
Yeah,
he raised that in 8 months for himself, though.
Tripping.
For himself, and he didn't show the books. Of course, they told him to show the books.
It's just,
you know, they said it was unauthorized backroom dealings. That's how they try to say it. But
everybody a criminal, man. Everybody a crook.
That's what they try to say. I can't say everybody's a criminal. I just feel like Black Lives Matter. Like I told everybody, you know, once the whole thing went left.
Yeah, we live in a world where everybody trying to get over, man. That's just the way it is.
But listen, man, we thank everybody for tuning in. If y'all knew, we forgot to tell them in the middle of the show, man. If you're new to the channel,
like,
comment, share, subscribe. Billionaire Radio on YouTube.
Hit that bell.
Yeah, hit the bell, man. Dang, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
You know, season 2, episode 72 in the books. Billions. Billions. I guess they wanted to keep going. I guess they wanted to keep going because Toucan.
That's right.